having to do a little work on Johnny's head here. So after hours and hours of him running, he's got a few things that need to be taken care of. One is this lower flap here. You can see it's just barely hanging on. That 3D printed part just needs to be replaced. His eye flaps here had a situation not that long ago where this piece broke. So it's supposed to be a piece that goes all the way through. They look like this. They're supposed to look like this. So it just goes down in there. So that one was printed in resin. I think it just wasn't. I think it just eventually just got too brittle. So I use these here once I get those cleaned up. So I got to fix that. Top of his head where the antenna goes up and down. This is busted loose. I'm supposed to do that. As you can see there, I didn't infill that probably enough when I originally built this. I do plan on making a second head, so when I do that, there's a lot of things I'm going to do differently. And this will become my backup head. And then last but not least, this NeoPixel ring here, which has fallen loose. Only half of it lights up. I've got another one right there. I'm going to get that replaced, and then he will be as good as new. Alright, so we got the extra part, or the new part. I got the new part put in here. So there she is. And then test it out here. Look at that. Looks like a champ. So I came in here to replace the NeoPixel ring, and I've discovered a couple of things. One, this wire here is melted. Now that's probably from a long time ago. I had 24 volts get into the head, and this was still working at that point, but I bet you that's what that's from, and it's been causing the eye to jitter a little bit when you run. So I'm going to replace the servo. But then I was in here looking around, and I just kind of pulled on this because I was going to look at pulling this whole assembly out, and look at this. This is not supposed to have a crack in it. And now it has a crack there. The whole thing comes out like that. That's not supposed to be that way. So this whole frame here is somewhat compromised. So now I have to decide on, am I going to go ahead and replace that now? Or am I just going to patch it up with some glue and move forward? So I'm probably going to do some glue because there's a lot of surface area there. I could put some glue in there and punch that together and it should be fine. But what I'm worried about is behind here. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So I'll have to think about it. All right. So after an overnight, I was able to get that glued together. So I think this part is definitely going to be salvageable. It's ABS, so I didn't really want to have to reprint that. And I think that's going to hold very well now. All right, got the NeoPixel rings installed, at least this one, the one that had a problem. You can see they're all nice and bright red now. We got the servo installed for the Iris, the new one. So everything's looking really good.